ZeeNunew dragged their chairs close to EO. Fans said you two can't sit apart at all. Nunew said we can't. The host said Tao Noi wants to test how much you two love and understand each other. Zee Pruk said The host said are you understand? Nunew said understand. Zee Pruk said we don't want to be separated. The host said oi. Zee Pruk said if it's about proving our love, why would we walk away? We have to stay right here. The host said oi just 10 minutes, man. Zee Pruk said okay, I'm going now. Nunew said yeah used to be handsome. The host said and now? Nunew said now yeah's. Still. Zee Pruk said Nu, you are teasing the wrong part. Nunew said why? Zee Pruk said Nu used to be. Nunew said why? Why? What is Ia saying about Nu? Zee Pruk said nothing. Talking ab the Tao Noi live picture asterisk. Zee Pruk said Nu hadn't showered in days, so I wanted to scrub the dead skin off his feet. Nunew said that's not true. Zee Pruk said I saw some stains on his foot, so I scrubbed them. But when I looked closer, it actually looked kinda charming and pretty, so I left it alone. The host said you're in love with his foot grime. Zee Pruk said yes. Zee Pruk telling Nunew to hurry up and put his outfit, then pulling his short to his knees and Nunew cutely whining saying no while clinging to him. I can't believe we're casually seeing ZeeNunew being in their domestic married era. That's why yesterday Pia Balkan said ZeeNunew are always clingy at set, hugging, sniffing and super clingy every time. That's why they cannot record it every time because they are like this, literally all the time. Nunew said at night on 24th, it was after midnight. Ia was taking shower, and I was doing some random stuff like listening to music and practicing singing. Suddenly Ia jumped out of the bathroom and played Happy Birthday to You. Happy Birthday to You. He was like holding his phone, playing the song and rushing at me abruptly. He sang like Happy Birthday to You. Zee Pruk said Happy Birthday to You. Nunew said like this. You see? I was lying down and I was like, why this version of a birthday song? Zee Pruk said normal version was used a lot already, you know. Let's try another style. Nunew said he came with upbeat version. Super energetic. The reporter asked why that version? Nunew said I'll have no idea. Zee Pruk said I don't know either. It's just like one saw it on the top, and it has most views so I clicked. I didn't know it would be the reggae version. Nunew said he didn't even try to search for various version. Zee Pruk said very upbeat, you know. I played it just because it has the most views. Nunew said he chose it just because he saw it as the first one. The reporter asked why you played it during the shower, since you've been together all the time. You can play it whenever you want. Nunew said he waited till past midnight. Zee Pruk said it must be past midnight. Nunew said he showered during the overnight time. Zee Pruk said I showered during overnight time. Nunew said it was around 1 a.m. Zee Pruk said around half past midnight. Nunew said he finished his shower around 1 a.m. So he came surprising me around that time. He was the first one who wished me happy birthday. Zee Pruk said guessed there were many who wished you a happy birthday already, but you were busy practicing your songs so you didn't see those wishes before Ia did. Nunew said no, there weren't any. The reporter asked you're bragging about it or just telling? Zee Pruk said he was just telling. Nunew said both. Zee Pruk accidentally revealed that he gave Nunew a ring as a birthday present, and fans started freaking out like, why did you spoil it? So Zee Pruk said, okay fine, I'll change it and give him something else instead. Then Nunew said, "Can I get something more expensive?" But Zee Pruk replied that he's already planning to buy furniture and decorate Nunew's house as another gift too. The reporter asked, "Did Canon teach you to be sassy, Nunew?" Nunew said, "Yeah, kind of. I'm not actually that sassy in real life, maybe just a little. But Canon is." Zee Pruk said he's like New's alter ego. He helped New become bolder and more daring. Nunew said he made New grow up a lot. Paoff said that after the next Prince ends, there probably won't be a The Next Prince special or The Next Prince 2U. ZeeNunew will have a mini-series before Mon Rak Hug Eli, but not in this year. Let them have time to rest now since they've worked so hard. Poppy said you had a haircut and that make you look younger. But one thing is because you've got a young Finn boyfriend. Look at Zee Pruk turning red lol. Zee Pruk said, "Now you're suddenly going like this." Poppy said, "See that?" He didn't deny. He didn't even deny it. Nunew said, Who is that young kid?" Zee Pruk, "You still come back to it? Your hair makes you look younger, partly because your Finn boyfriend is younger, tells you everything. They're private but not secret." And the way he looked back at Nunew and just both smiled, "Bro, they're so obvious." Ling said, "What's wrong?" Nunew said, "I'm hurt." Asterisk pointed at Zee Pruk asterisk. Ling said, "What did you do?" "I heard the scream." Zee Pruk said, "Huh?" Nunew said, "Just now, I fell with my face on the floor. He pranked me real hard." Ling said, "How did it happen? What does your evidence tell?" Zee Pruk said, "Is there any evidence? And who played like this?" Asterisk reenacted asterisk. He walked in and suddenly asterisk stumbled asterisk. "Oi." Nunew said, "I lied." Zee Pruk asterisk reenacted asterisk a. Nunew said, "Just now, I pushed and who like this. I fell with my face on the floor right here." Zee Pruk said, "How could I push and who like this?" Nunew asterisk suddenly cried out loud asterisk, "Hurt so much." Ling said, "Ui, your loud voice can be heard from outside." Zee Pruk said his acting voice is 10 out of 10. Ling said the incident happened when the young master suddenly screamed. "I was shocked and ran to see what happened. Then, young master and Kun Ia argued back and forth, as seen in this clip. There was no evidence. Who did whom first? Who was telling the truth? Who was exaggerating?" Mom was worried. The reporter asked, "Is there anything you want to ask the one next to you?" Zee Pruk said, "Why were you born? I'm just curious, why and who was born? Was and who born to be loved by everyone or loved by Ia?" Nunew said, "I was born to fight with Ia. If and who wasn't here, I'd have no one to fight with. Ia would be lonely." Zee Pruk said, "Ia has never fought with Enhu." Nunew said, "Why did you raise your voice at Enhu?" Zee Pruk said, "We played fighting each other." Nunew said, "Because our life is too peaceful." "Why do you snore loudly?" Zee Pruk said, "What are you talking about? Seriously, I've never said this on any media. When Ia snores, my snore says love, love Enhu, love Enhu. Love Enhu asterisk deep voice asterisk." Nunew said, "You sounded like a ghost." The reporter asked, "Can you hint something about? It's almost final up, can you hint something?" Zee Pruk said, "Churan won't be around." Nunew said, "There's a spicy scene."